Yeah, I'm alright. I think I'm good for now.
Alright, so as of this very second, I'm reading book O through Z, and I'm on part 9, I think. The only thing is that sometimes I don't know if I've read these or not, but I have no idea if I could have sworn that I've read this, but I'm not sure until I read it to you, so I'll just continue reading. Here's suffocation. Breathe, you're gasping for air. Torture, it happens to all. Pain beyond your imagination. Help you try while you rip and tear. Source, it must be hatred. Pure hatred if you must. Drugs can give you the strength to turn love into lust. Absolute death is ripping towards you. I want to bury you alive. I don't like you. I got a great idea. I'll kill your family too. Your soul is what gives him strength. Your fear is what he feasts upon. Your burial ground he'd love to see. Your life will be very short length. Die a very slow death. Determination is put into your struggle for your life to live before you go. No one's going to help you. I think you should know. Suffocation with no more breath. Warning, may offend some readers. If I do, think I give a parental advisory, explicit lyrics. Altar of, wait, let me see if I read. Yeah. Altar of death. Ooh. Sacrifice upon the altar, your blood is spilled everywhere. Baphomet carved on your chest, yeah I did it, think I can? All he wants is your crooked soul. Your body lies rested in peace. My Father, he is God. He's the one they call the beast. Since you are the one I lust. Grunt is bad, now it's mine. I will feast upon your blood. It's like a dream, time to dine. Sitting, dying, legs are spread, enjoying the time while I can. Rigmarole starts on the corpse, dead bodies lie through the land. I shall be granted 3 powers, this he said, he tells no lies. To remain with immortality, another sacrifice, another dies. I own the remains of this dead, etc. An earth full, a wasted soul, another corpse left to the altar of death. Bad no blood, sacrifice pays my toll. Another dies, another crawls, another cries, another falls. One more born celebration, another more psychotic concentration. A lot are happy in the days of 93 to tell the godly truth that's not reality. Days of old, the loco days, seem so cold, I'm the one who pays. No one cares, deprivation, another friend, deprecation. Useless ones make no sense. Endless death forever tense. Every day I'm forced to snap. Violence occurs, pop, pop, there goes the cat. A man who lived in Leeds. There was a man who lived in Leeds. He filled his garden full of seeds, and when the seeds began to grow, it was like a garden filled with snow. But when the snow began to melt, it was like a ship without a belt. And when the ship began to sail, it was like a crow without a tail. And when the bird began to fly, it was like an eagle in the sky. And when the sky began to roar, it was like a lion at my door. And when the door began to crack, it was like a penknife in my back. And when my back began to bleed, I was dead, dead, dead indeed. Old woman, all skin and bone. There was an old woman, all skin and bone, who lived near the graveyard all alone. She thought, she'd go to church one day to hear the Pearson preach and pray. Person, yeah. And when she came to the church house style, when she came up to the door, she thought she'd stop and rest a while. She thought she'd stop and rest some more. Let's go ahead and, yeah. But when she turned her and looked around, she saw a corpse upon the ground, from its nose down to its chin. The worms crawled out and the worms crawled in. The woman to the preacher said, "Shall I look like that when I'm dead?" The preacher to the woman said, "You'll look like that when I'm dead." Hey, let's see. And when she came to the church house style, she thought she'd stop and rest a while. When she came up to the door, she thought she'd stop and rest some more. Yeah, okay, there, I probably read something. I thought that was okay. Didn't make a difference.
Sorry.
Little summer. Let me see what I have for you. Okay, so there's a quote. "Where's my crucifix? I can't die without it." Roaming, smelling the cryptic stench, brought upon the holy ground. Priests dead, churches burned. Jesus' soul is finally found. Forgotten lands, red for the bloodshed, from the man for the man that took their land because they can. They had to fight, the thing to do, from the peoples who really knew what is the question asked. When the man came through it and said who could pass, they were told to give it away, everything they owned, stolen without pay. Pay now or later is what they said, when they realized they'd soon be dead. All the tribes pushed to the west, 'cause it was foretold that it would be best. The best for who, the best for what? Fought with honor, then they cut.
Coach, let's jam. Coach, let's jam.
Yeah. All right. So I'll just go ahead and finish the rest next week. Go to season 9. All right. Thank you, Mr. Hayward. Good night.